Hello everyone, this is Dr. Live with New Insight, and thank you so much for joining me in another video. The title of today's video is Establishing a New Normal. Let's get right into the discussion. As much as we set goals, plan, and prepare for life, there are always unforeseen occurrences. No one gets married to end up divorced or widowed. No one starts a relationship to build with someone only to end in breakup. No one plans for accidents, injuries, disabilities, sickness, death, abandonment, layoffs, unemployment, a pandemic. And many of these circumstances can force us to readjust or reestablish. So what exactly is a new normal and how do we attain it? A new normal refers to a starting over period, a transition that typically occurs after a hardship, trial, or unexpected situation. It's like rewriting your story of life. And the new normal can consist of new relationships, new supports, a new living situation, new employment or a new position, new roles and responsibilities, new schedules, new habits, new routines, a new you in mind, body, and soul, and a new investment in your life. So how do we achieve or attain this new normal? I have 5 points to discuss. And in the 5th point, there will be 5 necessary skills. Number 1, accept where you are. Just where you are, right here and right now. Don't try to deny it, fight it, or run away from it. Let the emotions come. Acknowledge them, accept them, and fully allow yourself to feel them without resistance. It is important that you fully process your emotions. Feeling is a major part of healing. And remember, this doesn't mean you need to act on the emotions. As I stated in a previous video, feelings matter, but they cannot be in control. So it's important that you acknowledge, accept, and express your emotions. Try not to internalize or avoid your emotions. Cry if you need to cry. Be sad, be angry, get them out. Number 2, change your language. Change your language from describing what you had to describing what you're about to do and about to have. Remember, move from problem-focused to solution-focused language. And by solution-focused, this doesn't mean you have all the answers. It just means your language should and needs to reflect acceptance, taking action, a growth mindset, and a focus on forward movement or progression. Number 3, start reflecting on what your new roles and responsibilities or revised roles and responsibilities will look like, and start planning or working on the logistics. For example, I will need to relocate, get up an hour earlier for work, put the kids in after-school care, take a semester off from school, get a second job. The point is, you have to look at your situation, reset your goals, and reset your plan of action. This is also the time to ask for help. Relinquish wanting to control everything and relinquish perfectionism, and allow people to be there for you and help you if they can. Set some realistic and doable goals and start working on them, being mindful and intentional, steadfast and consistent. Number 4, access and start making contact with your supports to get them in line or on deck. This includes family, friends, a neighbor, co-worker, someone you trust who you can talk to, vent to, someone who can be an accountability person, someone who can give you good sound advice or guidance, someone who you can rely on. Supports also means the resources you will need. So this is the time to do your research, make some calls, start putting some things in place, getting things in order that will be relevant to you reaching your goals and maintaining the flow of your new normal. Number 5, learn this 5-skill practice. This is vital. This is key. This is something you want to practice and be consistent with every day or as regularly as you can. 5-skill practice. The 5 skills are relaxation breathing or box breathing, affirmations, visualization or imagery, a self-soothing skill, and behavior activation. So let's look at relaxation breathing or box breathing. This is important because it helps you to take a pause, take a step back, relax, calm your mind and body. Affirmations will help you to challenge and combat the ants or automatic negative thoughts, and challenge and combat negative self-talk to keep you in a positive, solution-focused mind frame. You have to learn to become your own coach and your own cheerleader throughout life, and especially during difficulties and periods of readjustment such as this. Now, the affirmations will also help you change your language and thoughts, but you want to tailor them to your specific problem, issue, or problematic thinking pattern. For example, if my issue is motivation, I need affirmations that will encourage me to get up, get moving, face each day, take action, etc. If my thoughts are primarily angry thoughts, I need affirmations that will help me stay calm, cool, regulated, think first before acting, and so on. Visualization or imagery. You need visualization that will help you have something to look forward to. You need a mental image that you can tap into to serve as a guide of how you should be functioning or operating, and to show you the end result image or picture of how things can and will be going for you once everything comes together. Personally, I like to have 2 images for visualization or imagery. But you can do whatever helps you to stay focused, inspired, motivated, and strong. I like to have my image of what will help me every day to keep going, to help me stay strong and focused, encouraged, inspired, to help me make strides. And I like to have an image of what I like my progress to look like in, for example, 3 months, 6 months, a year, and so on. Self-soothing. Self-soothing is important, and this can be mindfulness, meditation, grounding, yoga, exercise, dance, a self-care activity or routine. But the ideal of self-soothing is to have something each day or as regularly as you can that is a positive coping skill, a positive coping mechanism. This is the key. Something that will help you with calming, recharging your mind and body, and restoring balance. This can be something as simple as watching your favorite show or candles in a hot bath. But whatever appeals to your mind, body, and spirit that will help restore and replenish. And that is a positive coping mechanism. This is key. The self-soothing activity is intended to help you take a mental break or a mental vacation from the hustle and bustle of life. Now, it is key that it is a positive coping mechanism. So you don't want to rely on something like alcohol or drugs, because you don't want to develop a dependence on this for coping or escape, or you don't want to develop an addiction or worsen an existing problem. And there's nothing wrong if you drink in moderation, if that is your choice. But don't rely on it as your only coping skill. And certainly don't rely on any mood-altering substances for coping. Now, if you do engage in recreational drugs, understand that it is no judgment. Nothing I say or do as a practitioner or here on the channel is about judgment. Rather, it is about awareness, growth, addressing the core issues, learning and implementing effective coping and problem solving, and most of all, healing. Behavior activation. This is the 5th skill. This is where you want to implement the action part, the DOC, doing things that are different, opposite, challenging. This is where you activate the act as if or act the opposite. You want to act as if you're strong and motivated. Act as if you're cool, calm, and collected. Act as if you're motivated and inspired. You're strong. This is also the time where you want to get up, get moving, get busy. Take things one day at a time, one step at a time. Get those gains in. Make good use of your time. Focus on living life forward. And all the while you're doing this, showing yourself compassion, kindness, grace, understanding, patience, and love along the way. This is a time where you want to be mindful of your thoughts and your language, because your thoughts and your language can easily turn negative and unhelpful, and this can be self-defeating, and it can work against you establishing your forward movement and your new normal. So practice this every day. Be consistent. Make a vision board or a collage. Have your accountability person. All of this can help. Counseling, therapy, spiritual guidance. All of these are helpful resources that you can tap into to keep your mind strong, focused, and positive as you establish your new normal. So I hope this helps. Please leave your questions and comments down below, and we will talk soon.